I'd like to take some time just to briefly explain to you what the course actually has in the content. Now, I've split the course Keyword Mastery into 3 sections, and I've done this because for me it's logical to explain things in a certain order, and also for you to get the most from the course and make sure that you get as much benefit as possible. Section 1, What are keywords, is all about learning exactly what keywords are, to find out the importance of them and why so many people talk about them online. I'm going to teach you in a beginner's way, and what I mean by this is I'm not going to take anything for granted, and I'm going to assume that you don't understand all the terminology that internet marketers use, because I know that when I started it was very, very complicated to try and follow along and learn new things when I was completely confused by the various words being used. So we're going to start off really at basic level, and this is going to be good for you because you're going to be able to quickly grasp the main concepts of keywords. I'm also going to teach you how using the right keywords can make or break a website. And what I mean by this is there are certain ways of doing keyword research and the types of keywords you can use that are going to be more helpful or actually more damaging for your website and work against you. We'll take a look at those. Finally, we'll determine the types of keywords that are going to work for you. Here we're going to look at the various types of keywords that can be used for different purposes. So whether you've got a blog or maybe an e-commerce store, we're going to look at how the differences can affect the way that you use keywords. Section 2 is going to be the keyword research itself. I'm going to take an example test case study so that you can actually follow along and look over my shoulder as I use the tools that we're going to explore to actually generate a list of keywords that we could use in a project if we had one. I've decided it's going to be a lot easier if you can actually follow along with me, so you'll be able to use these videos and pause and do the actions yourself as I go through it. For me, it's a very good way of learning because otherwise you may forget certain elements if you do the training first or you're just reading from a sheet. From this, you'll be able to look at exactly what I'm doing and copy me. So I'm going to explain to you 2 really good tools that you can use to find keywords. One of the tools I use is paid. Although you can try it for free, and I'll be showing you how to get a 10-day free trial on this, and then you can make your own judgment whether or not you want to continue or not. And the other tool that I use is completely free, so that means you can use that and this training will be able to help you, and to be honest with you, it's a very good way of getting keywords. I'll also show you how to choose the right keywords and learning which keywords to avoid, and then we'll be targeting the right keywords for your needs. So in the first section, if you remember, I'll be explaining the various concepts. In the second section, I'll be showing you how to apply those concepts. In section 3, we'll look at using your keywords to maximum effect. Now within this section, I've got 5 tricks that are going to help you to make the most of your keywords. These are things that I've learned through my own experience and from reading a wealth of information online. And I'll also share with you the best practices to follow with keyword usage. We'll be touching a little bit on SEO or search engine optimization here. And again, I'll be keeping it at beginner level so that if you're completely new to this, you don't need to panic. You'll be able to understand and follow along with everything I'm doing. I'm also going to show you things you should never do with keywords. This is really important because just because you have good keywords, it doesn't mean they're automatically going to benefit you. And there's actually things that can happen and sometimes bad advice that you'll read that works against you and could even end up with your website or your blog suffering a penalty from one of the big search engines. Finally, I'll be sharing with you the resources I recommend for you to continue your learning and where you can find more information about keyword research and SEO.